Hey everybody, Chris here with the Houndsman XP Podcast, and I'm not cooking supper for me. I'm doing a little home cooking for the hounds today. So we experienced, as all of us have, a huge temperature swing in the last 24 hours. Yesterday evening at 9 p.m. here in southeast Indiana, it was 43 degrees, and we woke up to minus 10 this morning. And so I'm doing a little bit extra for the hounds. I'm already feeding a good kibble. I'm feeding a little bit extra of that. But let's talk about calories. So the feed that I'm feeding is around 550 calories per cup. And while that's good, I'm also battling the dehydration. Dogs need that water to be able to digest that food. But a calorie, let's talk about what that is. A calorie is just a unit of energy. And it takes so many calories for a dog to run. It takes so many calories for a dog to sleep. They're burning calories constantly. And when you get into this extreme cold temperature swing like we are, then they're going to burn more calories. What happens is if we're going to feed like we always do, then the dogs aren't going to be able to keep up. And we want our hounds to thrive through this cold weather, not just survive, but thrive. And there's a real easy way that you can do that, and I'm just going to go through it. Before I get there, before I show you what's in this pot, then the reason it's so important at this particular time is because our hounds out here have just gotten into this stage. It's extreme temperature swings, and they didn't have time to acclimate. So I'm a worrywart. I like doing a little bit extra for the hounds, making sure they're well taken care of. And we're going to talk about what's in this pot, and I'm going to tell you a couple other things that I do in order to prevent a dog expiring in this cold weather. So all right, so what's in the pot? Everything is bland, okay? I'm not spicing anything. I'm not putting anything in this. I've got three pounds of ground beef in here, and I'm just boiling it down. I'm releasing all that fat in there. I've got 3 quarts of water and probably 3 cups of chicken broth, whatever was left in a container that my wife was cooking with, and it looked like about 3 cups. I've got 3 cups of rice and probably 3 cups of pasta. And I'm just going to boil that all together. I put a lot of liquid in it, so we'll have a lot of liquid in it. There's a reason for that. And and there's a pound of non-seasoned ground pork in there. So we're adding that fat. We're trying to make a solution here where they're drawing their energy from those fat calories. So when a hound is initially going into shot or into exercise, into calorie burn, then we want them to draw on those fat calories first. Fat is easily available to them, and we want them to draw from that. So by upping the fat content, by upping the probably getting too close to the camera there, we're making an easily available energy source for them to be able to burn. Another couple things that you need to be thinking about is hydration. When you are feeding, make sure that you are adding some warm water, not hot, but warm. If I can stick my hand in it and leave it in there for 10 seconds, that's plenty hot. Anything hotter than that, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for the dogs to, they're not going to want to drink it. So, and I just put that right on the feed. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to up the number of times I'm feeding per day to 3. And then I'm just going to top dress the kibble, the high quality kibble, with this on top of that. So they're going to get hydration, they're going to get the fat calories, and they're going to get a little bit extra. They're going to get the rice, they're going to get the pasta, which is going to produce carbohydrates and produce calories for them. Caloric intake. We're just trying to increase that right now. I know if you're, in Alaska or something like that, you deal with this every day, and it's no big deal. But for us, it's a big deal. And our dogs need a little bit extra right now, and I like giving it to them. So make sure you're rebedding them. Make sure you're going out there and packing a little bit extra straw in there a couple times a day. They're going to mash that all day. It's going down. It's going to lose its insulating value. So make sure you're getting plenty of bedding in there with them. And another thing that I do, like when I travel, I'm on the road and I'm hunting, I always add water to feed anyway to make sure they're hydrated. But also in extreme temperatures, cold temperatures, I'll put them all in the dog box. Put them all in there together and let them sleep the night in there. You'll be surprised. If you don't believe me, put a thermometer in there. If you've got an insulated dog box on your truck, you can 5 Hounds in the back in a dog box can get that dog box up to 30s and 40s pretty easy. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share a little bit, give you a reminder that during this cold snap that your hounds need a little bit of extra care, and it's our responsibility to give it to them. I've talked to houndsmen from the coast of Louisiana, just a few miles in from the coast, and they're looking at 20s of a high today. So this is pretty extreme for a lot of us. Take a few extra minutes, take care of your hounds, and they'll take care of you. Until next time, you follow your hounds, and I'll follow mine. Oh, that's getting nice and thick. I might have to bring that over here and show it to you. Just fogging up my camera. Rice is cooking down in there. Pasta. All right, guys, that's enough. Till next time, you follow your hounds, and I'll follow mine. Again.